You can't imagine how excited I am to finally meet you.
Would you mind? My name is Mrs. Travers, Mr. Disney.
Oh, Walt, now you gotta call me Walt.
I couldn't begin to read into why people like it. I'm just happy they do. I mean, I know it speaks to me.
You may have heard parents say before, maybe not, but it's kind of a truth where if you see something that involves a child in pain, when you get home that evening, you'll probably hug your children a little tighter, you know, it's that kind of thing. So I definitely was grateful for certain things, you know. And yet I didn't take the work home with me, less than usual. There was something about it was so complete and so rich and so full and so not about this. As I said, there was a sweetness to it, even though, because it felt very honest.
Winds in the east, mist coming in, like something is brewing, about to begin.
You're almost, in this movie, playing an Australian all growing up in rural Queensland.
Almost.
But you didn't actually go to Queensland.
Never made it that far.
Did you?
Had full intention to, but never made it. I mean, barely made it out of Oxford Street, barely made it out of Sydney. Spent a week in Byron Bay, about 4 hours in Nimbin, and
That's all you needed.
that's all you needed to go. That place was a head spinner.
Welcome, Mrs. P.L. Travers, to the City of Angels.
It smells like
Jasmine.
chlorine and sweat.
How did you manage to make Emma Thompson unlikable? Because that's a feat in itself.
It is. I mean, that was one of the things people had worried a little bit about with the script. They go, is she too unlikable? And then I said, well, you cast Emma Thompson and we love her. So that helps. And also, I think likability is overrated. I think being fascinating is far more important. I mean, you know, you look at Walter White in Breaking Bad. I mean, he's certainly not likable, but boy, is he fascinating.
There's a moment I remember where I wanted to high-five BJ, and he was like, no, there was no high-fiving then.
Of course.
It was more like this. and oddly, John Lee Hancock came over and said, that feels too modern.
Yeah, the director wasn't sure about it, but we had it on good authority.
I told him to go sit down and sign some copies of The Blind Side while we act.
I also...